Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'll start it up right now. All right, it's live.
Hey guys. Hi. How's it going, guys?
Oh, you must have shared the link already.
Yeah, I shared it. Why? Are there a bunch of people in here?
No, well, I only see one right now, but let's see. Good, I'll just go steal all your stuff.
I'm trying to. The problem with the link you sent me is that it brings up like a full screen thing, but it doesn't bring up the chat function. Let me see what we got here. Is anybody else having trouble reaching the chat function through the link I sent?
I think the first link I sent you was wrong.
Oh no, that's the one I posted. Oh, here we are. Okay.
That one right there.
Okay. Well, now I'm in. Looks like. Hi, Lena. How's it going, buddy? All right.
Because it gives me two links. Like, it'll give me the one for the actual YouTube video with the chat and stuff, and then the very first link at the top just gives you an embedded video.
Okay. All right. Well, here we are, and we're here, and they can watch the video through the link I sent. But if they've been watching, they know how to get here. Hey, Mina. Hey, Kat. Good to see you guys. So we got a short show today. We're gonna get right into it. Do you have your questions?
I do have mine. I wanted to save those for the next one.
Oh, you wanted to save those until afternoon. All right, let's go through mine then. Perfect, great, grand, wonderful. That way I don't have to break any promises to our devoted fans. Because I told them I'd read these questions.
Okay. Whatever. Make me look like the bad guy.
I am a bad guy. All right. Relates to the version with the chat. Perfect. Awesome. Congrats. There we go. Okay. First question, guys. First of all, welcome everybody. Jazzy, Dark Lightning, Joanna, Little Miss Syriad, Shawls, Eliaris. Good to see everybody.
Oh, shit.
Are you guys into things like UFOs or conspiracy theories? If so, do you have a particular one you like? Mine's the Dyatlov Pass incident. It's quite the read if you've got 20 minutes to spare. So the question is, are we into any sort of supernatural X-Files type conspiracy theories? Do you have a particular favorite? Or
I was into it. I like into it, but I was very fascinated with it as a child. More these days, it's just like I enjoy the sci-fi and the fantasy of it. I believe it. I mean, I believe it's possible.
What was your thing?
My thing?
Wait, what was the thing that you believe in that you think is possible? Just generally UFOs and Bigfoot and Loch Ness Monster, all of it?
Sure, why not? I mean, like, I don't believe any of the junk that I hear. It's hard to believe what anyone really says about that stuff, but it's not the fact. I still believe that it's possible. I just don't believe other people and what they say.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I saw Bigfoot. Like, okay, I don't believe you. I believe maybe Bigfoot might be there somewhere, but I don't believe that you saw him.
You believe that a man can invent a machine that creates diamonds?
Sure,
so I'm pretty skeptical as well. I don't know. I mean, there has to be in the universe other life. I don't know if it's necessarily gonna look like what we expect it to look like. I don't know if there's interdimensional life. But I don't know. I mean, I believe all of it's possible. I just don't think that, the little gray or green men
I
are
believe more
necessarily.
interdimensional.
Yeah.
That's kind of like my thing where I focus to, like, this sounds really believable.
I don't like. I like the stuff about like I don't know if you've ever heard of that. And this might be what the Dyatlov Pass incident is, but it's like a submarine, like a Russian submarine that ended up surfacing, and like all the crew was like fused into the hull, like they had like melted into the hull, and it was like I don't know if it had to do with like the nuclear, if it was a nuclear sub or whatever, but there's some
This is real?
crazy. Yeah, like it's I don't know if it's real, but it's a story about like a real submarine that existed, and it's said to have either experienced some sort of interdimensional rift or something where people were, the people's matter, the matter in their body was fused to the matter of the hull of the ship, and it's like, oh
Oh,
well,
that
that's
part kind of
disturbing.
sucks.
Reminds me of like Doom, you know. So let me make sure we did all that question. See this. If so, do you have a particular one you like? Right. So I don't know. I mean, what's your favorite sort of monster, mythical theory
I don't
monster?
really have a favorite. Like I said, I'm more of a believer of like interdimensional interdimensional beings and stuff, but nothing as a favorite. Like I don't dwell a whole lot thinking about it.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't have a huge investment in the supernatural or the extraterrestrial, but we're open to it. If that ends up happening, then so be it. Second one, how are you? Okay, so these are my questions for both of you. Sorry if they've been answered. I haven't watched all your videos. Ignore the repeated ones. Guys, got to go back and watch these videos. We need those YouTube hits. Get that money. No, we're not making any money off this.
There's only like 20 hours worth of video stuff to just of watching us
Yeah,
talking. I mean, he doesn't have
seriously.
that time.
You can binge watch it. All right. When was the last time you went to Universal Orlando? That was probably when I was in high school, I guess. Islands of Adventure. Me and my buddies went on a trip, and
That's a long trip. What, you were living out in Rhode Island, right?
yeah, we took a plane. It's a day. It's a day when you fly. Probably a 5-hour flight, and we went to Islands of Adventure. That was our favorite park, even among the Disney parks. And our favorite, one of the questions here is, what is your favorite ride? I think. Let me finish reading it. What was your favorite ride? I currently work there in their office, and I'm curious if my old ride was enjoyable for you. Probably not. If you could live anywhere in the world, okay. So as far as Universal Orlando, Dueling Dragons was our personal favorite. A couple of the Marvel rides, the Hulk was fun. The roller coasters that go forward were our favorite ones, like Doctor Doom's Doom Drop or whatever the hell it was. Not that fun. I never liked dropping rides or spinning rides. I always like the ones that are just going forward really fast.
Do you like roller coasters?
I like them, but like I get vertigo really quickly if I've eaten in like the past like 2 hours. So I have to eat like a really light breakfast at like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then start going on roller coasters around like 10:30, and then just not eat lunch for as long as I can. And once I eat lunch, I'm pretty much done for the day.
I can't do roller coasters.
No?
No, unless they're like, some of the stuff that they got at Disneyland and Universal Studios, some of the simpler, smaller things, I can do that. But those extreme stuff like Great America and everything, that crap, I can't do it.
I don't know, man. Roller coasters are roller coasters. Even the small ones are sometimes worse. They go faster, and they try to pack more into a small amount of time, whereas like the ones that look really big and intimidating are oftentimes the ones that are, yeah, you're on it the longest, but a lot of times you're just kind of moving forward, which is cool without being like jarring or, I don't know,
I don't know, this
frightening.
whole like going, doing loop de loop and couple 100 feet in the air and whatever. Just yeah, no, that's not me. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Well, don't waste your money on theme parks then.
Oh no, I save a lot.
Okay, so but you've never been to Universal Orlando, right?
Not Orlando, no.
Okay. Have you been to the one in
Florida.
Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Oh, but you didn't go on any of the rides.
I've went on a lot of different things at Universal.
Okay.
I didn't go on the Mummy one only because I couldn't see it. Like they have this big building and you go inside it and you can't even see the roller coaster. So I don't know what's going on.
Can't trust that mummy.
Yeah, no.
Tomb.
The Transformer one, that is awesome. I love that.
Isn't that one where like you're in a stationary car and they just show you a 3D movie that like when you're shaking or something?
You're not stationary. It is in a car, but there's something in the back of it or underneath it that moves it, and you actually go up to like a second and third story, and it moves you around and kind of tilts you to the side, and it actually takes you around. It's a whole 3D experience thing, but you're moving through it.
Yeah. I've actually never been to the Universal that's 10 minutes from my house, so maybe I should check that out. I've actually got a couple friends that live there, or that work there. They live there.
They live in there? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Actually, one of my costumers works there, so maybe that is something I should look into. Okay, same asker, moving on to a different line of questioning. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? I think we've both answered Japan.
Japan.
What other languages would you like to learn? Japanese would be cool. Spanish would be really useful living in LA.
Spanish would be ideal for our location.
Yeah.
Japanese would be cool. German would be kind of neat.
Yeah, German would be fun, just so I could listen to Rammstein songs and know.
No, you still won't know what he's saying.
Yeah, apparently they're it's all nonsense regardless. So okay, that's languages. And favorite movie scene ever?
Jeez, just one favorite movie?
Yeah, that's hard to. Man,
I mean, asking favorite movie ever is hard enough. I can't think of a scene.
It might be Boondock Saints when they go and kill all the guys in the peep show. I think that scene's really funny. Just because they have to figure out why these two seemingly really talented killers have done such sloppy work, and they have to show how Rocco is such an idiot. I really like that scene.
I'm just going to go with the intro to Zombieland, since it's fresh on my mind at the moment.
The cardio part where he's running around the car?
No, the intro, the whole, like, you know, For Whom the Bell Tolls, slow motion stuff.
Oh, man, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, they play For Whom the Bell Tolls, and they do the entire intro credits with slow motion. And then they put the titles up, and then, like, there's interaction with each scene with the titles. Like, somebody will be running, and they run through the title, and it breaks apart. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's hard to pick out of all the movies that anyone's ever made. You know, it's hard to find one moment in cinematic history that's, you know, the best. I mean, I could watch The Matrix and be like, oh, you know what? That's my favorite. I could watch The Avengers and be like, that's my favorite. I could watch Terminator 2 and probably, you know, like there's so many awesome parts of movies.
The squeaky boy.
In Terminator 2 where he's blowing everybody's kneecaps out, that's incredible. Like, that's the Cyberdyne raid.
They're still alive.
Chakra W, we're going to slip in her question real quick. She's asking what happened to all of Thor's artwork.
Yep. I knew they were gonna notice that. I was trying to avoid seeing. I couldn't really move the stuff around. I'm
Yeah.
moving. That's why we're cutting everything short. So I'm gonna be. So when you see us live next week, I'll be in a new place. I'm not moving to LA. I'm just moving to Fresno, which is about an hour and a half closer to LA. So I'm almost there.
Getting there one step at a time.
One town at a time.
So here's the next set of questions from Little Womanly One on Tumblr. Have you ever? We've already done this one. Have you ever been camping? And I haven't. I have not been camping.
I've been camping.
What's your most and least favorite thing about it?
I was forced into camping as a kid when I was 8. I went a couple times with one of my cousins and my uncle. The worst part about it, at least camping with my uncle, was the fact that like we parked the car somewhere and we just went hiking for who knows how long. But we spent half a day hiking through the woods before we'd end up at our camp location. Like if I lost anyone, I would have had no idea how to get home. I would have been lost in the woods. So that part is really crappy. I hated the whole hiking around and not knowing where I was.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm gonna turn on the audio for a second. It seems like everyone's complaining about the audio being off. Wow, the audio really is way off. Is it possible to?
The audio is off on the video itself.
Yeah, it's not synced up. Do you want to like pause? Can you pause the stream and then restart it?
No.
It'll start another whole video.
Yep.
Well, you guys will have to go audio then, because
with my uncle. Huh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, well, all I can say is don't look at us.
Yeah, don't look at us. We're hideous. And try and figure out when I said that compared to when it shows me saying that. Here's when I'm clapping. Time it. Okay, so let's see. We're just going to power through the next 10 minutes. We only got another 10 minutes before we got to go. Have you ever driven or rode on a motorcycle, jet ski, or snowmobile, and did you like it?
Let's see. Jet ski, yes. Motorcycle, yes. What was the other one? Jet ski, motorcycle, and what?
Snowmobile?
Snowmobile. No, I haven't. That would be fun, I think. Jet skis and motorcycles, they're fun when I'm in control. If I'm the one that's driving, then it's fun. If somebody else is driving, it scares the crap out of me because, I don't know, trust issues, man.
Yeah.
I need to be the one in control.
Yeah. I have a bias. I had my brother's childhood friend. His father was killed in a motorcycle accident, and ever since then I was just like, you know what? No motorcycles for me. But we had a little tiny dirt bike, a little mini bike.
I had one.
Yeah, and it had like the little knobby tires on it, and I fell off it a couple of times, and it scared me enough that I was like, you know what? You can handle that. I don't want to do the mini bike thing anymore.
I never rode on the streets. Like we had little well, I did ride like around the block in the streets, and then I drove a lot in the fields and stuff, in the dirt, in the desert.
Yeah.
Not like out in public around other vehicles.
Yeah, we that was always a fear for us, was like, cop is gonna pull you over, and our parents are gonna get in trouble for letting us ride a dirt bike around. So we didn't do too much of that. As far as what is it, jet skis? I think I tried one once, and I was I'm so bad with machinery that like I would somehow just like throttle it too much and immediately just like fall off of it. And I never got the hang of it. I remember it being a kind of stupid, not intuitive experience. I don't think I've ever been on a snowmobile though, but now that I'm older, I sort of see all motorcycles, jet skis, and snowmobiles as like the sign of like douchey guys who have ball sacks hanging off the back of their trucks. You know, just like, man,
Great.
I got all these toys. I'm a grown ass man and I can buy things now. And it's like, why don't you take care of your family?
Expensive. Like to have a motorcycle or any of that stuff is just like buying a whole nother car, and you have to have insurance and registration, and then you have trailers for those, which you have to have insurance and registration on the trailers. It's an insane amount of money that you can dump into these things, and just to get a little thrill ride here and there, it's not worth it.
It's not worth the trouble. I got a car. I get in the car. It does essentially the same thing. I back out of the spot. I get on the highway. I'm going 60, maybe 80 miles an hour. It's great. What a rush.
Don't lie to people. Your car does not hit 80 miles an hour.
I got pulled over once when I was a kid in that same car, not the same exact car, but that same model car, doing 93 miles an hour.
Well, then that cop was wrong. Okay, you could have fought that in court. Like, look, my car can't even.
Listen, man, my car goes 72 miles an hour and dies. All right. Did Melodic Chaos have fun doing her cosplay this past weekend to SAC Anime?
Did she have fun? She had fun. I think she had more fun on Saturday. She got a lot more pictures done on Saturday.
Really?
Not Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. Okay. I was like, Saturday we were kind of...
Yeah.
She wasn't too happy because we were kind of dragging her around to all the things we needed to do. So...
yeah, and it's not like her costume was great and legit.
Yeah, her costume was awesome.
They see the Thor and Loki, and they're like, "Oh, let me get a picture of you guys." And she had like 5 or 6 pictures on Saturday, but on Sunday she had a couple photo shoots done and a bunch of pictures taken of her.
As on point as her Hit Girl is, Kick-Ass was just never as big of a hit movie as Thor was or Avengers. So it's sort of dampened.
That's where it confuses me a little bit, because I kind of like those. I've watched those movies more than I've watched the Thor movies or Avengers.
Yeah.
I like the Kick-Ass movies.
Yeah. Well,
because you know what? They kick ass.
Kick-Ass. All right, back to the questions. So yeah, she had a good time. What is your vocal range classification?
Well, it's a good question.
I don't know anything about music. I think I took one singing lesson once, and she told me, and I have no idea what she said. It's like a baritenor, baritensoprano, Sabaro. I'm a Sabaro. How's that sound?
Sure.
You go to the mall, you get a nice slice of pizza, and we sing together.
Go with
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question because I don't know enough about music. Okay, that was all from Little Womanly 1. Last question, Barricade Chap.
I guess they can find out tomorrow.
For your broadcast, do you have any hidden talents like juggling, impressions, etc.? I can do this.
That looks gross as hell.
It's gross. It's gross, but I can make little fangs with my lower lip. I got really big lower lip. Oh my god. I go,
Oh my god.
That's my hidden talent. I can do that, and I can do this. That's my hidden talent.
I'm trying to be quiet so the camera doesn't switch over to me.
That's all I got.
It can do. Can I do? I don't know what that is. That's all I got.
This isn't for dating purposes. That is vile.
I used to be able to do like Elmo's voice. I don't think I can do it now.
With the audio not syncing up, I feel like it's a recipe for disaster. Because it's going to be you doing Elmo's voice, and then it's going to show a picture of me.
And then it's going to, yeah, but my voice is going to like crackle really bad. It'll probably sound like Elmo hitting puberty.
Yeah. All right. So Elmo's voice is still a talent that remains hidden. We've got about 3 minutes left. Let me see what I can find here. Let's see. Okay.
They're enjoying it with the sound.
Yes, this is the malfunction adds a extra level of excitement. German, speaking French at the moment, studied Spanish. I can always help with German since I'm German. She wants to teach you German. Lena Marie does.
You can try all you want to teach me German. It's probably not going to happen. It'd be way too difficult. Unless you can exactly, like, each letter transfer it over, like a English sentence, transfer it to German. But when you talk in different language, everything's like switched around and backwards, and it doesn't make sense anymore. It's probably going to be impossible for me to learn another language.
Yeah, I'm a pretty slow learner. I have to be immersed. I'd have to be living in Germany to actually retain anything.
With nobody speaking English to you.
Yeah. Yeah, all the comments are, Joanna Sullivan, my birthday is on Sunday. Could you blow me a kiss? It's not going to be lined up with the audio, but sorry. I'll tell you what, we got 1 minute left. I'll announce this later. There you go.
What?
Audio and the video. You two are not hideous. Whoa, like a minute off. It's hard to look. Video is right. The audio is behind. I hear Bill's voice, but I see.
I'm going to say one thing, though. I am not releasing a dub smash tomorrow.
Oh, I got one I can release tomorrow.
Do you?
Yep. I have one.
I mean, I have more dub smashes, but tomorrow you shouldn't release a dub smash.
I don't know if there is, Danny. I don't know if there is such a thing as a Loki cup. Sprays drink. Well, I got one in reserve. I can hold them off for tomorrow. They want you to show your T-shirt.
Huh? My T-shirt?
Yeah. Something's going on with
nothing, your T-shirt. I don't even know what. I don't know what this is.
It's an X.
No idea.
It's like a tribal design kind of thing.
It was a Ross T-shirt, and it's like super soft and comfortable, and it was cheap, and I bought it. That's what it comes down to.
Joanna Sullivan, yes, we're going to be on at 6.
I got to go back to the DMV today.
How tall are you guys in costume and without? I mean, I'm 5'9". The boots might add an inch, so maybe 5'10" in costume.
Yeah.
Your costume doesn't have a big...
I'm 6 foot, so probably adds maybe an inch with boots on.
Yeah. All right. Well, that ends this session. We'll be back on at 6. We're going to try to do a full hour at 6 o'clock. So sorry, guys, about the audio problems. We actually should just sit here for about 20 seconds and just stare at the camera so the audio can finish. So we're gonna do a 30-second moment of silence so that the audio can catch up. Whoever you end up looking at is whoever you end up looking at. We're starting 30 seconds of audio silence right now. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.